First of all, every agent wants to feel like what they're doing on a daily basis is leading to a positive result. So we've been lead generating, we've been talking with people, and we get a lead, and great, this seller is interested in listing their property. We want to feel good that we're doing that, first of all. We want to contribute to our office. We want to genuinely feel like we're going to make some money on this transaction. We want to genuinely feel like we're going to do the right thing for the seller. However, taking an overpriced listing is never the right thing to do for the seller, is it?
It's not. It's not. And unfortunately, you lose every single time. I'm pretty passionate about this, as you know. And here's the thing. I mean, bottom line is this. If you do what you're supposed to do every morning, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours of lead generation, you've created an opportunity for you to be able to say to that seller or that buyer, John, I'd love to work with you, but it doesn't seem like a good fit. Based on what you've shared with me today, I'd rather not take your listing and let you down, because I might not be able to work with you and get you know, if you want $340 for that house, I can't do that.
Now, Michael, you have to have a lot of confidence to say something like that.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that we do in our coaching is to help agents establish that confidence, because when you're working your business with confidence, with certainty, with a clear direction, with the kind of passion that you're talking about right now, you will make good decisions. However, I think agents put themselves in a position of weakness all the time. You know, they'll go out and they'll say, well, the seller will say, well, my house is worth $340, even though you're saying it's only worth $300, and I want to list it at $340. And the agent just says, okay, yes. Some of that comes from lack of confidence in themselves and in their own abilities.
Well, it comes from lack of confidence, and it also comes from the fact that they're not practicing their scripts.
Very good.
It comes from the fact that they are in their mind saying, well, I don't need to do that. You know, I don't have to practice my scripts for whatever reason. And I think the key thing is that the confidence is built by practicing your scripts, and more importantly, even if you're asking the question. You know, this goes back to a principle which, you know, delves into the fear of rejection that many people have, but it's that principle and concept that if I ask and they say no, they're rejecting me. But the bottom line is, if I called you and asked you to, you know, list your home or work with me as a buyer, and you said no, I didn't have your listing before I called you, I may not have it after. The reality is I can only improve my situation by making those calls. So the more calls I make, my confidence goes up. That qualifying component though, John, and I know this is a serious issue for a lot of people, if they're not doing it, I will guarantee you they're losing money every time, because they're working with people that are going to make them, schlep them around 20 or 30 homes, or overprice those listings.
Michael, what about the agents who say, well, I'm going to take that listing anyways because it's going to generate sign calls for me. Or I'm going to take that listing anyways because my manager wants me to take listings, even if they're overpriced, because that makes it look like we're carrying more listings, and maybe we'll be able to recruit more agents because of that. I mean, how do you handle those circumstances where the agent's saying, I'm going to take the listing anyways, even though it's overpriced, and I have a justification for it?
Well, there is no justification for it, John, and the justification is, and understand, is that if you do that, you will lose money 100% of the time. Now, that's your choice. There is no, my manager, this is your business. And it goes back to the principle, are you running this like a business, or is it a job to you? This goes back to the independent contractor versus CEO mentality point we've talked about. So there is no justification for it. Every single time you take someone out, or take a listing that home is not going to sell, you lose money.